Hello, hi everyone. Okay, can someone confirm if my audio is clear? Okay, now it looks good, bright enough. Okay, one thing I have intentionally restricted comment to 1 minute. So if you comment, hopefully the next comment that you can do is only after 60 seconds, right? So that we give opportunity to everyone and nobody spams the comment section. Okay, let's see. Okay, hi everyone. Observability series we will start soon, probably in next 2 weeks. I'm just occupied with a lot of office work and also few other things. You can see that I'm producing content on YouTube frequently, but coming to observability series, just give me 2 more weeks. We will definitely start it and it's going to be awesome, right? As I promised, you will get the complete notes, you will get the complete like everything, including the design diagrams, practicals. You will also get the YAML files that we are going to use, scripts. So yeah, observability series is going to be very good, but just give me 2 more weeks and yeah, mostly in the first week of October, we will start that series. Okay, and I'll give opportunity to you people to join the live with me and also ask any questions that you have. Right? Just a couple of minutes, or like in the first 5 minutes, let me look at the comment section, and then I'll share the link so that you people can join. Which playlist after Kubernetes, after AWS, Kubernetes or Terraform? No, no, no. Before learning AWS itself, you need to learn Kubernetes. What is the roadmap for DevOps? There are so many videos on the channel. If you want one to understand the roadmap, you can look at my like 2 days ago or third video from the top. You will see something called as date roadmap. The roadmap is same for everyone. Just follow that roadmap. Yeah, definitely. Somebody is asking night shift avoidable, unavoidable for DevOps SRE roles. No, I'm not doing night shift. Of course, I also do development, but many DevOps engineers don't do night shift. So it's completely avoidable. Aditya Kulkarni got a job with 55% hike cause of your AWS and Kubernetes playlists. Congratulations, Aditya. That's amazing. Lot of people these days are getting jobs through the playlist, through the free courses. That's amazing. Every day I keep getting like 1 2 messages. So of course, not taking away any credits, because I will never tell you that just watching the videos you will get the job. You have to do the hard work, you have to do the practicals. So all credits to people, they are really working hard. I can see a lot of people on LinkedIn also actively posting, actively learning, sharing their knowledge. So yeah, the community is going. Thank you for the slow mode. Yeah, from now on the live sessions will be with slow mode. That means nobody can spam the live section comments. If you comment once, the next comment can only be after 60 seconds. So because everybody should get the opportunity to comment. Hi, hello everyone. How to practice DevOps? Like just search the same thing, how to practice DevOps Abhishek.Veeramalla, because I made videos on that. Because you have asked in the live stream, let me tell you. First, learn the concepts either through YouTube or any sources that you are following. Afterwards, there are many open source projects. Just create a Kubernetes cluster or create a virtual machine and take those projects. If you want bunch of projects or some recommendation, I have recommended 10 projects. Those are completely open source. Okay, you don't have to buy anything. Just pick up those projects. For example, Istio demo application or e-commerce demo application that I've used in my AWS and Azure playlists. right? Or the Docker samples application. Pick such projects, and you can, implement, like for example, implement CI/CD on that project. You will face a lot of errors. You will literally struggle to implement CI/CD. But after 1 week, after 10 days, when you implement, then your confidence will be next level. Then you can tell in the interviews that I have implemented CI/CD for complicated applications. If they ask you any questions, you can also explain the answers to the questions. So take an unknown project, and on that unknown project, see the tutorials that you're learning or the labs that you're doing is a known environment, right? If you're doing any of my video, that's good, that's great. You have followed my tutorial, you have done the video. But to gain the confidence, what you need to do is take an unknown project which does not have CI/CD, or even though it has CI/CD, take a project and delete the CI/CD. Now it's your turn. You have to implement CI/CD. You are not going to get help from the YouTube because that project is not explained on YouTube. You will only have ChatGPT, you will only have internet, you will have Stack Overflow. Using that, you need to implement CI/CD, you need to deploy it on Kubernetes, you need to set up Helm chart. So that's where your learning starts. Yeah, as far as I see, job market is very good. Today I went to interview, which went well. It's position for system. Nice. Good job, random guy. There are almost 400 people. Good. We will get started. Yeah, just yeah. In the meanwhile, we can also look at comment section once in a while, right? So let me share that link. Anybody who wants to join, copy. And yep, I pasted that in the comment section, and I will also highlight the comment. Yeah. So the sorry. So the comment is also starred. Perfect. So you have that link now. Anybody who wants to join, ask questions. Make sure it helps others also. So you can join and you can turn on your camera and you can talk to me, or we can talk. See, a lot of people are asking this question. Plans to start series on OpenShift. It's not needed. We have a series on Kubernetes. Recently, I made OpenShift 1 hour video where I've explained the differences. Usually, that is enough. So you don't have to. I mean, OpenShift is just a distribution or a flavor on top of Kubernetes. So you don't have to worry. Like you don't need to uh, again, or you don't need a complete different series for OpenShift. That's what I mean. What is Istio? Istio is a service mesh. We have a series on Istio. I mean, a end-to-end video. Search for service mesh Abhishek.Veeramalla. You will find that it's a concept where you can secure the service-to-service communication in Kubernetes. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have Akash. Hi, Akash.
Hi. Hi, Abhishek. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. So I'll just quickly jump onto the question that I have right now. So I'm actually a
Yeah,
5-year experienced DevOps engineer. So I'm working as a senior DevOps engineer in my company. Now I want to
yeah.
make a switch because I feel that the salary bracket which I'm in is not currently the most appropriate for me. And I'm working on Terraform in my company, creating deploying resources by Terraform and also managing Kubernetes cluster for multiple applications. Now I see a lot of people learning other technologies also.
Hmm.
So I wanted to understand because over here also I picked the new technologies and it took me 3 months to learn them and get a hands on. But after that I was able to work on them. Now, my question is it important to learn all the different tools? For example, I'm using Azure DevOps. So, should I also learn Jenkins and
Hmm.
other Git CI/CD pipelines, or Azure DevOps is fine?
Yeah, no, no, just one thing is fine. Okay. You don't have to learn multiple things. If you already know Azure DevOps, right? So in the CI/CD stack, you can mention the option as Azure DevOps. Okay. But one thing usually what happens is, uh, there is the concept of popular tools also, right? For example, Azure DevOps is a very good option, but additionally, you can also look at one more tool like Jenkins, where you don't have to master it. Okay,
Okay.
just you can tell in the interview that I have little experience with Jenkins also, but your strong, your core zone has to be only one thing.
Okay.
Okay, just have one skill as your core skill. If in the interview they're asking about Jenkins, let's say your profile is shortlisted and they are asking about Jenkins, then what you can do is you can just tell them that okay, I am good at Azure DevOps. I can explain that solution in Azure DevOps.
Okay.
If your profile is shortlisted, then they should be okay with it.
Oh, okay. All right. So we can mention the technology that we are working on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So I think that was my question. Thank you
thanks,
for your
thanks.
time.
Hello,
Hello,
Kaushik.
hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, Kaushik.
Oh, nice to meet you, Abhishek. I've been following your videos since many time, and it's very helpful to me nowadays.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to ask you, like, I have 5 years of experience in Kubernetes, OpenShift, and OpenStack, but I
Hmm.
want to move to completely DevOps side, okay, including CI/CD, Jenkins, AWS. So I want to ask you, since I'm late, I think I've been into the industry for the 5 years, and how difficult would it be for me to go into the DevOps side? Because see, if I start learning, it has to be from the basic level, right? I don't know how advanced I can go, and how difficult would it be to crack the interview for the DevOps thing. So can you just describe the difficulty level, or
You said you have 5 years experience, right?
yeah, in OpenShift, Kubernetes, OpenStack?
Yeah. So see, you already know few things, right? In the DevOps,
Yeah,
you already know things like Kubernetes, OpenShift, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not difficult to switch to DevOps. It's okay. You have 5 years of experience. What you can do is, uh, you can start learning DevOps from now, and you can switch as experienced person only. You don't have to switch as a fresher because your previous experience will always be counted. You can say that I have 5 years of experience, out of which, because you are already working on Kubernetes and you are working on OpenShift, you can showcase that past experience in your resume where you are working on DevOps related activities. And then you can start applying for jobs like 3 years experience, 2 years experience, whatever you're comfortable with. In a nutshell, it is not at all difficult. Okay, you can start learning DevOps from today, and you can easily switch if you dedicate, let's say, 4 months of time and every day spending like 2 to 3 hours.
Okay, okay, thank you. But one thing, like I've in the industry, I haven't worked in AWS and CI/CD. But
Yeah.
even if I mention in resume, so that will be a kind of a false claiming thing, right? That I worked in an industry in AWS, but I haven't worked it. So how it will be very difficult to explain the project that I haven't worked upon, but I will have to falsely claim that I've worked on the project and all.
Mm, mm, mm.
So I
See,
have that concern. Yeah.
yeah, that's a good question. See, I will explain you very honestly on this. Like, I will not sugarcoat, or I'll be bluntly honest on this particular thing. See, when you go for a job description, right? In a job description, there will be a lot of things. Now, this is not specific to DevOps only. Let's say you are a developer, okay, and you are working on Java technology, okay. Let's say you have knowledge on Hibernates, but the requirement is Spring Boot, okay.
Yeah.
Do you think developers will apply for that position, or they'll say that, oh, okay, job description is Spring Boot, I'll not apply for it? Or let's say they're asking something in a particular concept in J2W. And do you think
Yeah.
developers will apply for it, or will they just say that, okay, I have not worked for it, I'll not apply? Right?
They will apply for it.
Quite commonly, people apply for that positions. And it's very common in the IT industry. People, they say that they have worked on it in the past. Okay, because if you have not worked in the past, people will just reject you. They'll not even shortlist your profile. Okay, so you have 5 years experience, and if you say that you don't have past experience in any cloud technology, AWS, Azure, right, you will spend days together, months together, your profile will not be shortlisted.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what happening. Yeah.
so now it's up to you whether do you want to go with the reality, or do you want to be very honest, and do you want to just say that no, I don't have experience. In either of the cases, you might get calls, but in this case, it will it will take time.
Yeah.
Now, this is the reality. Okay, like people might think, oh, okay, this is not good, this is not right, but this is how the interview process works. This is how companies usually do the process, right? So, yeah, like even now, if I look at job description, I might not have worked on a particular thing, right? DevOps is vast. So, in DevOps, there are so many things. It is practically impossible for you to work on all the things that are in the job description,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. That's right.
So you need to gain that experience. That's why you have these tutorials, you have these practicals where you, right? Everybody who is teaching on YouTube, they are taking different examples. So you can also practice with multiple examples, gain confidence. That's how you do that.
Okay, thank you so much, Abhishek, for helping me out. I mean, your videos are such an awesome thing. I mean, it has really helped me a lot.
Perfect.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much.
Thanks, Kaustubh. Bye. Okay. Hey, Pawan. Hi.
Hi Abhishek, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, Abhishek. I'm very lucky that I'm just talking with you. Today I saw your AWS. Today I just started AWS videos.
Oh, amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
actually I'm working as a merge stack developer. I have
okay.
1.3 years of experience in merge stack development.
Hmm.
So I'm little bit. Is it good to learn DevOps course along with the merge stack development? And if I want to learn DevOps, actually I started AWS
Hmm.
today. So I'm little bit
Hmm.
confusing. Can I start an entire DevOps course or just cloud thing like AWS?
Hmm. Hmm. Good.
Yeah, I'm
Good
little
question.
bit confused.
Okay, okay, good question. Yeah, see, first of all, you're working on Munstack, that's good. Contemporary, Munstack is currently good. You have that JavaScript stack in your resume. Okay,
Yeah,
now if you want to switch DevOps, okay,
yeah,
you need to always start with the basics of DevOps only. You should not be starting with cloud
okay,
because cloud is just a, how do I say that? It's a service provider kind of thing, right? Where
yeah,
best example, let's say you have MongoDB. Okay,
yeah,
MongoDB can be installed locally, or you can also use MongoDB Enterprise, right? Where you can get MongoDB as a service,
yeah,
correct? Because you are from OneStack, I'm just trying to explain in that terms.
yeah,
So MongoDB can also be used as an enterprise solution, right? So cloud is like that. In cloud, you have some offerings, service offerings, where
yeah,
Kubernetes is an offering. You don't have to install Kubernetes. You don't have to. You just press few buttons or you just do few clicks and you have a Kubernetes service. But without knowing what is MongoDB, there is no way you can learn MongoDB Enterprise, right? Similarly, DevOps and cloud as well. Without having knowledge of DevOps, you can go to cloud, you can click few buttons, you will get a Kubernetes service, but you will miss that fundamentals, right? There is no point,
yeah,
right? So always
yeah,
start with DevOps. In our channel also, you have the DevOps series. Start
yeah,
from there,
yeah.
go to cloud.
Okay, thank you, Abhishek. Then tomorrow I'll start DevOps course.
Perfect. Thanks,
Yeah,
Pawan.
yeah. Thank you very much, Abhishek. Thank you.
Bye. Okay. Yep. Hi, Rajiv. You're on mute. You're on mute. Still on mute. Should I
So,
unmute you?
first of
Yeah.
all, thank you so much for giving me a chance to talk to you. So,
Perfect.
Abhishek, I have the almost 13-year experience in IT. So,
Hmm.
almost 12 year I work as a IT manager. In the last 5 year, I'm working as a IT manager, and in
Hmm.
in the last four company I work just like to deploy Active Directory and services and IT related all the tasks. But now last 2 years and 1.5 years, I moved to my current company as a in the cloud systems. So currently
Hmm.
I'm managing all three cloud in my company because my company is in managed services. So we
Hmm.
have multiple org and multiple account of customers. So
Hmm.
basically, I am managing the provide the access to user and all the admin tasks and system admin tasks too, and as well as the managing Git. So I want to move to DevOps side from the here. I just also I have the some certificates in the AWS and I'm also Kubernetes certified, but I never get a chance to clear the interview because they every time ask to ask about the my work experience, but I have no any work in DevOps. So what is my career path for the if I want to move to DevOps side?
I see. From the learning point of view, it's the same thing. Okay. Whether you are a fresher, whether you are a experienced person, you have 10 plus years experience, the concepts are same, right? So you need to learn the same concepts to become a DevOps engineer.
Yeah.
The only thing is the level of depth. So if you are a fresher, you will cover the same concepts, but you might not need to cover the depth of that particular concepts. But as your experience grows, you need to learn those concepts in depth. You need to understand, or you need to design solutions on the concepts that you have learned, right? From the experience point of view, everybody is going to learn the same object oriented programming, or everybody is going to learn the same Java, Node.js. But as an experienced person, you will need to learn it more. You need to learn some frameworks, or you need to able to design the architecture, right? So from DevOps also, you need to start with DevOps, learn all the fundamentals, then pick up a cloud platform, AWS or Azure, then pick up a infrastructure as code tool, and finally you need programming language like Python or Go. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, like in your case, you have 10 plus years experience, right? So you can transition yourself because you are already working as a manager. You can transition as a lead or manager position where your past experience is not completely relevant to DevOps. You have relevancy to DevOps, right? Right? In different companies, people do different tools or different concepts of DevOps. So you can showcase your experience on the DevOps, and after learning all of these things, just improve your resume with the DevOps things that you have learned, and you can target the companies.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Definitely, I will take. Yeah.
Thanks, Rajesh. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, Ashwin.
Hello, Abhishek.
Hey. Yeah.
I've been for a long time. I'm following your videos. Hello.
Perfect.
Yeah, recently I watched your Kubernetes from beginners to expert videos.
Okay. Yeah.
It was like having immense knowledge regarding the Kubernetes.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Yeah.
like I'm a non-IT guy trying to enter into IT currently for a DevOps engineer role. But it's really hard for I got passed out in 2019. So
Mm.
like it's been like switching to a new career, and I'm trying a lot of interviews, but no one is ready to give an opportunity for a non-IT guy to jump into a fresher role.
Yeah. So currently you're working in non-IT. Like what exactly? Are you currently working?
I'm a freelance architect.
See, in your case, you are not only you don't only. I mean, you not only belong to a non-IT background, but you are also a freelancer, right? So people might be hesitant that are you really working in a company, or do you really have experience? Because you are a freelancer, they have that question, right? Like, do you genuinely have some experience or not? How would people understand that? So that can also be a barrier, maybe, because of which people might not be picking up your profile. I would like to understand, like, are you how are you searching for opportunities? Are you active on LinkedIn?
Yeah, but in LinkedIn, like it's really like having like 3 to 4 years of experience for a beginner level itself. They're expecting that kind of experience.
Yeah,
LinkedIn,
okay, that's
especially.
fine. But are you active on LinkedIn?
Yeah,
Like, active is not just creating an account, but are you like, is your profile
yeah, I'm
visible on
searching.
LinkedIn? Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So what you need to do basically is, because you are already a freelancer, right? How do you do freelancing? Like, which websites? How do you reach out to your clients?
Actually, freelancing in architecture field. Actually,
That's
currently
okay.
I studied a cloud and
Civil?
DevOps from an institute, and for a fresher level, I can say like I have a intermediate kind of a knowledge in both DevOps and cloud.
No, no, that's okay. Like, you are doing freelancing architect role, right? So Okay, that might not be through any portal. People might be reaching out to you directly. What you can do is you can create an account. Like there are freelancing opportunities in DevOps and cloud also. Okay, so maybe you can start from there. Okay, gain like do one or two projects there. You have Fiverr, you have Upwork, you have Freelancer. These are different websites. Okay, so what you can do is do one to two projects there. You have fresher level experience, right? You have taken a course, you have fresher level experience. So after doing one or two projects in those freelancing websites, okay, you can take those testimonials and you can put that in LinkedIn. You can showcase that as your work experience. Okay, then you will have genuine like 6 months work experience or 1 year work experience in the IT background in DevOps and cloud.
So first doing these like independent projects, you are telling me to search for the companies.
No, no, not companies. In these websites, you will not have companies. There are
Yeah, yeah.
just how you get your clients, right? In these freelancing websites also, you will have clients. Like just go to freelancer.com. Okay, search for DevOps and cloud or search for AWS. You will see a lot of people posting who are your clients. Okay, if they accept your request, okay, you need to quote. You need to say that okay, I will do this in $100, $50, $1,000, and depending upon your pricing, depending upon your skill, they might accept or decline your request. Okay, once you get a project, you can showcase that project as your work experience in LinkedIn, and then you can basically position yourself as an IT background DevOps and cloud engineer who is a freelancer.
Like for a freelancer, like those websites are giving chances.
Sorry, again.
Like for a freelancer like me, will they give projects depending
Yeah,
for my skill set?
yeah. If it's just a freelancing website, it doesn't matter who you are, right? Are you really working in a company or not? It's about skill. Okay. So if you have skill, you can showcase your skill and you can get the project. Got it? Like just go to freelancer.com. Okay. If you go to freelancer.com, you will understand what I'm talking about. Yeah. Thanks. Perfect. Hi, Lakshmi. Hello.
Hi Abhishek, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's great talking with you. I have been following your videos from a long time, and even I have learned AWS from your videos only.
Perfect.
Yeah. Now I'm going to attend a NetApp. I'm going to attend a NetApp interview for 1 to 3 years of experience. Can
Mm-hmm.
you please suggest me anything how to crack the interview? It is for AWS DevOps.
Yeah, to crack the interview, you should first look at the job description, right? Because NetApp is just a company. They are predominantly on storage, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
So NetApp, I mean, okay, from my point of view, what I might be doing. Okay. So
yes.
first, what is NetApp? NetApp is a storage company. Okay.
Yeah,
What they are recruiting a DevOps engineer. Why will they recruit a DevOps engineer? Okay. If you look at AWS, you said AWS DevOps, right? So
yeah.
what is the NetApp solution? Like primary solution on AWS. They have AWS FSx, right?
Yes.
NetApp has something called AWS FSx, NetApp for ONTAP. Okay, I don't know how many of you know about this service. Basically, it is just like in a Kubernetes cluster, when you have a pod, right? For volume of the pod, you can mount a EBS, you can mount a EFS. Similarly, you can mount something called NetApp ONTAP, which is a FSx service of AWS. Now,
Yes, yes.
right now, first I will prepare about it because most likely your questions will be on that because it's a NetApp DevOps interview position. And
Okay.
when you when you are able to answer questions on that, or maybe I will voluntarily talk about that because people might think okay, the interviewer might think okay, Abhishek already knows about NetApp, Abhishek already knows about the storage service on NetApp, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
learn what is deduplication, learn what is like advantage of using NetApp solution, learn about their backup, like how NetApp's backup is better than EFS, or how the deduplication of ONTAP is better than EFS, things like that. Okay, then
Okay.
then how do you actually use that storage service? You need a CSI driver, right? So probably they might ask you questions on that. If they're asking about Kubernetes, most likely they might ask you what is a CSI driver, how using a CSI driver would you mount this particular NetApp on tap service.
Okay. Shall I paste the job description for you?
That's okay. Most likely it would be on these lines only, right?
Okay.
Job description might be, they might ask you about DevOps, AWS, and SVM, which is the storage virtual machine. Okay.
Yes.
So when you prepare these kind of things, you will be, you will have that mindset where you are ready for the interview. Then learn about the general things. Okay. General things are nothing but DevOps, AWS, Terraform.
Yes. Got it.
But make sure you prepare the things that I mentioned about. Okay.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Learn about AWS FSX, learn about the CSA driver, learn about their on-tap solution. How is it mounted on Kubernetes? This is something that I remember. Like you just asked, so
Yeah.
whatever I
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Abhishek.
Perfect, Lakshmi. Bye. All the best for your interview.
Thank
Hope
you.
you'll
Thank you.
clear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Hi, Raju.
Yeah, hi Abhishek. Thanks for the opportunity. Yeah,
Just,
I have completed it.
just 1 second. This question,
Okay.
like this question. I'm facing one issue. I got selected in Accenture. I've given all the documents, but when I try to update PAN card, he, PAN card, he's getting issue. Okay, it's showing already application exits. Will get offer or rejected. Just call the HR because I mean I cannot answer that question. Will you get the offer or will you get rejected? I cannot tell you. Lucky, you should call the HR and you should ask them. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I have one question, Abhishek. Like I have completed the date course.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead. Yeah, you
Yeah,
completed. Hmm.
yeah, I have done some projects as well, which I
Hmm.
explained. Yeah, but I'm not getting any calls. Like how to update my resume, I'm not getting it. I have
See,
4 years of experience in support engineer role. Presently, I'm working in MNC.
hmm, great. Like if you are not getting calls, like previously also I spoke to many people who are not getting calls. Answer is very simple. Your Naukri, your LinkedIn, and your resume. Okay,
Yeah,
if things are not good, it doesn't matter if you have prepared whatever or how much you have knowledge. First, you have to get the call. So to get
yeah,
the call, what are your Naukri search appearances? Let's start from there. In your Naukri, how many search appearances do you have?
like around 120.
See, so that means your profile in Naukri has very less rating. Okay,
Okay.
getting a call is next thing. First, at least
Yeah,
you should have search appearances, right?
yeah,
If you have the search appearances, from there it should convert to the calls.
okay.
Your profile is not meeting that basic requirement. That means maybe you have not completed your profile, or you don't have the right keywords, or maybe you did not update your job description. I mean, what is that? The description of what you are currently doing.
Yeah,
Similarly, you
like I need to mention the my experience or DevOps experience. I'm not getting it. Like I have 4 years of experience with application support. Right, I'm mentioning those things, but I'm not like I'm searching for the DevOps role. How?
why should okay? Let's say I am recruiter. Why should I give you a call? If you have
Yeah,
application support, like why should I give you a call? What is the
yeah,
reason? I don't know you, right?
yes, yes.
I will
Like
not. I
shall I
will not
mention shall I mention the like DevOps engineer role and shall I
you
do
have
like
you have 4 years experience in IT. Is this your first company?
yeah,
Okay. So
like,
how your colleagues in the application support role are switching to different companies? Like it's quite obvious, right? If you are in
yeah,
IT, you should already know. Like nobody will call you if you have application support role, and if you are trying for a test engineer role, I will not even see your profile. Why will I search for
yes,
application support engineer?
yes,
I will
yes,
search for DevOps engineer in Naukri, and I will only call DevOps engineers from now, right?
Okay. Yeah. Like how should I mention the roles and responsibilities for DevOps engineer? That's what my question is. In
What,
resume.
whatever you are learning, right? For
Yeah.
example,
Okay.
you completed date playlist. In
Yeah.
date playlist, you did multiple projects. Whatever you did
Yeah.
are your roles and responsibilities. Okay, let's
Okay.
take one project. In one project, we did Jira automation, Jira
Yeah.
ticket creation,
Jira automation is Python by using.
Python, which is
Yeah.
triggered through the GitHub webhooks, right? That can
Yeah.
be your day-to-day task.
Okay.
You can mention that is one of your day-to-day tasks which you have put, which you have
Okay.
done in your organization.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah. Okay.
See, first of all, if you are not getting calls, start from the root cause. Okay.
Okay.
First thing, search appearances. They are not there. Because the search appearances are not there, don't go to the next step. Don't think
Okay.
about your resume. Resume comes much later.
Okay.
First, search appearances. That means something wrong with your profile. As you said, application support engineer.
Yeah.
Obviously, only people looking for application support engineer will reach out to you.
Okay.
So first change that topic, then change the description, then update your resume with the projects and not projects, your experience, so your day-to-day tasks.
Yeah. Okay. And shall I mention the projects in the another section
No,
end to end? Okay.
no, no, no. That all should be your day-to-day tasks only. You're not a
Okay.
fresher, right?
Yeah.
Which company are you working for?
For DXC technology.
Okay, like DXC, right? DXC
Yeah.
is a service-based company. Let's say
Yes.
for
Yes.
DXC, just for example, let's say for DXC, assume you have a uh, uh, Reliance. Okay,
Yes.
Reliance Insurance is your client, let's say. Okay, so your client and your project will be Reliance Insurance only.
Yeah.
Okay, any life insurance, right? And within that life insurance, the things that you're learning, like the Python Jira ticket creation or ultimate CI/CD pipeline, all of them will be your day-to-day tasks.
Okay.
Okay, if you keep those as your projects, immediately they'll reject you because in DXC, why will a CI/CD pipeline be a project? That will not be a
No.
project, right?
Yeah.
In
Yes. Yes.
DXC,
Correct.
project will be Reliance Insurance or anything XYZ. Got
We
it?
can. Yeah. Yeah. We can put the points like we have done the Jira ticketing role in the Reliance. Yeah. In project
Yeah,
is Reliance. Yeah. Okay.
exactly.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Abhishek, for only.
No
Yeah.
problem. Bye,
Yeah.
Raju. Take care.
Yeah.
Next time, tell me your search impressions increased. Okay. Bye. Okay. We have.
Hello,
Hey, how do I
Abhishek.
pronounce your name? Is it B?
Abhishek. We are
I'm
really,
good.
yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. I'm following you from London. Basically, I really like your projects. Your projects are amazing, the best, especially
Perfect.
yeah, especially the last two projects. Abhishek, my question is
Hmm.
basically, I updated my CV and everything.
Hmm.
I'm doing the project. I'm doing your courses for the last 6 months, but I'm finding it difficult, basically getting shortlisted the jobs.
Hmm.
Um, so, and also my second question is, you just suggest me what to do. My other question is basically, I've got confused of basically continuous delivery and continuous deployment.
Hmm.
So, as far as I've seen your videos, Argo CD is the continuous delivery, I think, or maybe continuous deployment, both, I think. So I
Hmm.
just got confused of these two concepts of continuous delivery and continuous deployment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Go on.
See, I mean, continuous deployment, continuous delivery. In a nutshell, when you are releasing the application to the customers, it is the delivery process, right? So, continuous deployment is basically, let's say, you are only deploying the application. But beyond deployment, there are multiple things, right? You just don't deploy your application. After deployment, you have like you create release notes for the particular application that you have deployed, or you have documentation, or let's say you have some reports. So end of the day, what you're doing is delivery to your client. And using the CI/CD pipeline, you might be doing deployment, but in general, we just call it as delivery, because after deployment, through this CI/CD pipeline, what you are aiming at is delivery of your application to the customers. So whenever you are talking about CI/CD, talk about continuous integration and continuous delivery only. You don't have to say as deployment.
Deployment is only when you basically deploy into the, you know, like basically the environments, basically, isn't it? When you deploying, is that what it is?
They're actually the similar, like deployment, delivery. There is not much difference in between them, but you usually say it as delivery because when you are deploying the application, you are actually deliver something to your customers, right? What is your end goal of CI/CD? You want to increase the pace of delivery of the application to your customers, right? Why are you doing CI/CD? That is because previously, if a feature was taking 10 days to reach the customer, now you are delivering the same feature maybe in 2 days or maybe in 1 day. That's why you are doing a continuous delivery of your features and you are automating it. That's it. Like, whether you say it as deployment, whether you say it as delivery, there is not much difference. But only thing is, it is better to call it as delivery.
So basically, GitOps Argo CD would be it would be CD, continuous delivery, or continuous delivery. We can call it both.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And also in terms of, my resume, I updated all the projects and everything. I came from a non-IT, background. So it's kind of really tough to find a job here. Markets now it's
I know.
getting better, I guess, but it's really bad.
See, one thing, let me tell you. See, the market in UK is not at its best, and it is getting better. Only thing is, when you add your projects, I was giving the example to the previous person also who was talking. When you add the projects, if you are targeting for an experienced role, don't add the projects in the project section, because when you are targeting for an experienced position, your project should be your client that you are working for. For example, let's say you're working in non-IT. Let's take example as, let's say you're working in Nike as a customer service executive, just for example. Okay, so in this case, your project, if you want to show that experience in the IT and if you want to get into an IT position, your project should be Nike. Your project is not a CI/CD pipeline. Your project is not AWS cost optimization, because those cannot be your projects. Your project has to be the client that you're working for.
Correct.
And within the client that you're working for, you need to add these things as your day-to-day activities.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay. I'll actually try my luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe send your resume. I'll just see what exactly did you put,
Can you
because
can you maybe send me your email into the chats, maybe?
it's in the YouTube channel. If you
YouTube
go to the about section of the YouTube channel, you can find it.
Thank you very much, Abhishek. You are really hero.
Thank
Your
you.
concept, the way the way you even like basically explain the things is so easy. You make it, you simplify it basically. Thank you very
Thank
much, Abhishek. Thank you. You're doing a great job. Thank you. All the best, Abhishek. Thank you.
Take care. Bye. All the best. Okay.
Yes, hi Abhishek. How are you?
Hi. I'm good.
Yeah,
Wait. Have a bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. First of all, I would like to thank for all the efforts you put in making the videos and projects and updating on the GitHub and all those things. Now, currently, I'm working as a manual QA engineer.
Mhm.
So I have been following you for past one year. So I've also completed AWS Certified Solutions Architect exam recently, and basically I'm not getting calls from Naukri. Means I've updated my LinkedIn. I've been posting daily on, means weekly. I'm posting at least two projects on LinkedIn, and my search results on Naukri are also around for a day 60, 70 search results I get. But
Very less.
okay, so what should I do to improve that?
Okay. Like, let's not get into the number, but usually 60, 70 is less. Okay, because they are search results. See, there is a difference between search result and people actually calling you. Because if I just search for something, let's say I search for a song on YouTube, right, I get lot of search results, but technically that is not a view, it's just a search result, right? And in your case you are only getting 60 70 search results. So let's start from the basics. First, see, is your Naukri profile 100% complete? That's a very basic thing. Most likely you might have done it. Okay,
Yeah.
then, like I was talking to the previous person, right, is your title and is your description apt? If you are
Yeah.
willing to share your Naukri, I can also probably look at it, but it's up to you, like if you can share it on live or not.
Okay. Yeah. On live, maybe I can.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Fine.
So then take a look at your title and description. Okay.
Okay.
And your description should have all the keywords where you should be, what are the most popular things in DevOps, which many of the job descriptions has, like Kubernetes, Terraform, probably Docker, and CI/CD using GitHub Actions. So you should have these keywords. Okay, and then make sure you have other things like you have there is skill set in Naukri, right? You should also update that. And by doing all of these things, monitor it every day. Like today you are getting 60 to 70 search results. Make some
Yeah.
changes tomorrow. Is it increasing your search result? Then you are going in the right direction. Okay.
Okay.
Is it going from 60 to 100? Then okay,
Okay.
that's going in the right way. Then is it going from 100 to 150? Perfect. Similarly, LinkedIn also. There is no difference between, in LinkedIn, what a lot of people do is they might be posting very frequently, but they tend to update the description in the what is your current job description. Okay, in the current job description they just add 1 to 2 lines, but rather try to add the things that are in your resume, many day-to-day activities as possible.
Okay.
This
And
kind of
also in my resume, I have mentioned it as the title as cloud and DevOps engineer, but I'm working as a manual QA engineer. So is that okay? Or and also in the current job role title in the Naukri, I've also provided as cloud and DevOps engineer only.
like, what do you mean by is it okay? I mean, if you ask, I'll tell you what, like, what is it okay?
Means because of that may I should mention it as a QA engineer
Like,
or
how will I know? Today you joined the live stream. If you tell me that you are manager in Microsoft also, I'll believe you. Like, I don't
okay.
know what you are. Right? It depends on what you convey, how you convey, how do you justify what you convey, how are you learning things, how are you explaining me the things, what practicals you have done. That is how it works.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. So the projects which I have done, I should explain it in the interview that I have done it in my
Hmm.
company with my clients. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you are preparing for, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very honestly, why do people prepare? Like in the IT industry, if you want to switch from one stream to other stream, right? Today you are in a manual QA position. You want to switch to DevOps. You know that back of your mind already. You know it already back of your mind that okay, I will transition from QA to DevOps, or I will transition from QA to SRE. And
Okay.
because you're already working in IT, you know that nobody hires a QA engineer into the DevOps position, right?
Yeah.
If you are in a manager position and let's say I'm a manual QA, will you take me in your team for a DevOps position? Quite honestly, no. Because you will say, okay, let me go and search for other people. But then why are these people trying to switch in IT? Because they know that, okay, if I prepare well and if I can justify my knowledge, there will be some other company in the market where I can switch to that company. Right? So yeah, that's what you need to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You already
I'll try.
know. Perfect. Yeah,
Yeah.
make sure
Yeah.
you focus on your
Yeah.
search appearances. Make sure you focus on your the projects that you are adding, the points that you're adding.
Yes.
Try to see every day if your search results are going high or not.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Right?
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes. Thank you, Abhishek. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Ubed. Bye. Yeah.
Hi Abhishek, thanks for adding me.
Hi, Praveen.
All I
Nice.
would like to thank you for your work which you are doing. for the AWS, Terraform, Jenkins, everything. Like, thank you, a big thank you. And I'm a non-IT guy, Abhishek. I have
Mhm.
a couple of questions. Like, I'm working in Wipro right now for a client called Google. So it is completely non-HR. Like, we provide support to the HR. Hello,
For a client called?
Google.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we are providing the HR support to the Google employees across all the APAC, EMEA, and all the locations. It's
Uh,
complete ticketing work. It's complete
mm,
non-IT process.
mm.
So this work I'm doing in Google from last 2.5 years, and prior to Google, Wipro, I was with Accenture, Amazon, and IBM. That complete into voice, non-voice job.
Mm.
So currently, I'm a 32 years old. I'm just started learning your DevOps AWS series as a process of date. First, I started the D. So I'm going it off. Like I was currently in the Linux part. So
Nice.
my question is here. I have a total experience of 6 years into non-IT. So how do I showcase after completing the complete date series? How do I showcase the resume? And like, either I need to go as a fresher or as an experienced candidate.
Okay. See, first of all, nobody will hire you as a fresher because you have some experience previously. Okay. And there is no point going as fresher also, right? Why would you go as a fresher? You have your last educational qualification maybe like in 2015, 2016, sometime, whatever it is. Okay. So if you go as a fresher from your last education qualification to today, you have to justify the career gap because it becomes a career gap, right? You're going as a fresher, that means you have not done anything from the time of your graduation till date, which is very painful. That's not like to justify so much career gap, it will take a lot of time. So
Yes.
what usually people do, if they're in the non-IT, in your case you are actually in a better situation, like you are working for Wipro, right? Wipro has non-IT as well as IT.
Yeah, I was asking about to the next question the same because we used to get lot of internal job posting emails over Outlook.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So
yeah,
non-IT and IT, right? So you can try both the things. One is you can try in the IT of Wipro. Okay. Second, you can try IT outside also. When you want to try IT outside, okay, you are learning today, right? You will complete the date playlist sometime. You will. So what you can do is in Wipro, take a look at how other DevOps projects are doing. Just like how you are working for Google in an invoice role or in let's say in a support role, right? Similarly, DevOps engineers will also work for clients like Google. They'll also work for clients like let's say Red Hat, or they'll work for clients like Citibank. Just examples. Okay, so just like how you are working in a non-IT position, they'll also work in the IT position. Okay,
by
so
providing support to their clients.
exactly. So in Wipro, you can after you complete learning, okay, after you do all your projects, after you become strong in your technical skills, then you can showcase that you know you are working for this particular client in the IT position. Okay, and you can say these are your day-to-day activities because you are learning all these things. Whatever you have learned, you can showcase these as my day-to-day activities. Initially people will reject you will find it difficult to explain, but it's a learning journey, right? You will give 10 interviews, you will give 15 interviews, 20 interviews. After that, at one point you will become confident. Okay, this is how I have to explain. Got it? Or you can
Yeah.
also try in the IT role of Wipro.
Yeah, so what I think, Abhishek, is like by searching outside rather than going inside with the Wipro is the one of the best method for me because
Yeah,
I also have some Wipro employees who are there in LinkedIn who are working on AWS DevOps and all. So I'm keep following them and checking with them if they have anything. Yeah, yeah. I've been active in the LinkedIn also regarding that.
you can do that. It's not at all difficult. Like try searching for Wipro initially.
Yeah, yeah, sure, Abhishek. So that's all. Like, that's all. Because the main question is that do the non-IT guys have a scope in IT for the DevOps? So I
In
was about to ask you, and you
particular,
clarified that.
I will not tell you it is easy. Okay. I will never tell you it is easy. But if you really believe in yourself and if you want to do it, you can definitely do it. On channel, I have done podcasts with people who have transitioned from hotel management. Okay.
Yeah, I
There
saw
are
them. Yeah,
right who have transitioned from hotel management to DevOps. Is it easy for them? Definitely not easy. Will it be easy for you? It will not be easy. But you already know it, right? Practically speaking, you already know it is not easy. But
yeah,
you
yeah,
took
yeah.
right, you took that step because you wanted to excel in your career. You decided that okay, I want to move to IT, I want to make more money, whatever is the reason. So whenever you have that question in yourself, right, whenever you feel that okay, it's very difficult, or there will be a lot of negative people, I'm telling you upfront, okay, there will be a lot of people who will tell you you can't do it. There will be a lot of people who will post on LinkedIn, who will post on YouTube that it's
Yeah,
practically
Abhishek.
impossible, don't do
Yeah,
that.
hearing that, like no calls for fresher, nothing. The
Yeah,
market is low. Yeah, yeah, I heard that a lot.
okay. Look, see, just give it a deaf ear, believe in what you're doing, you know uh, take some suggestions. I'm not telling you don't take suggestions, take suggestions, but believe in what you have started. You have started something that you want to get into DevOps, you want to transition into IT. Follow the proper roadmap, do the practical experience, take some guidance, and then you will eventually able to do it, right?
Definitely, Abhishek. Thank you so much. Yeah, and thank you so much for accepting the invite. Good luck.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Thanks, Praveen. Bye. Hi. Hello. Hi, Suresh. You're on mute, Suresh.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you for adding me. Actually, I've been into your YouTube channel like 6 months, I think. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, uh, yeah, very. I'm a Telugu guy actually.
Nice.
Uh,
Very good.
uh, yeah, actually, I'm a graphic designer right now in FIS, bank from Bangalore. So,
Acha.
actually, I wanted to move to this DevOps. I am very interested in to moving to IT field, something like that. But currently, my age is at 31 right now, so 93 born. So, my graduation is 2015. So, is it the right time to move switch careers to IT field, something like that? Is it a good step for me? Current, current situation in this current situation.
No, no, see what is right time. Okay. So one thing that I can tell you, like currently there are openings. Okay. Is it right time or wrong time? It depends on how much commitment that you want to give. Okay. It will not be easy. Like just by taking a course, you will not be able to transition. Okay. Just by watching some series on YouTube, you will not be able to transition. If you spend every day 2 to 3 hours, and let's say if you work hard for next 6 months, because you are non-80%, there will be a lot of unknowns. Okay. You have to work for 6 months every day, 2 to 3 hours, and only then you will start seeing the results. I'm not saying you will get the job. You might get some calls. You might see some attention on your LinkedIn profile or Naukri profile. After that, again it will take like 1 to 2 months or little more for you to get an opportunity. So if you are ready to give that commitment, it is right time. If you feel that right now you don't have that much time, it is wrong time.
Yeah, I'm have pretty much have any lots of time actually to spend learn something like that. Actually, it's a product based company, so there is not much of a work in your place. So I can
Perfect.
spend lots of time. Yeah, yeah, that is the age is. I am currently. I feel that I stepped out of my age, or is not correct for me to step into this IT field, something like that. I feel that like that. Is it? My thinking is wrong or something like that.
Yeah, I think it is wrong. You don't have to think like that. Yeah,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
can do it.
Thank you.
If you
Thank
you
you.
can do it. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you. That's
Hi.
Uh, yeah, hi, hello Abhishek. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Yeah, I just
you.
following your
Pronounce your name.
sorry.
How do I pronounce your name?
It's Edgar.
Edgar. Hi.
Yeah, I just start. Uh, I am just following your playlist for 6 months ago. I started your channel, following your channel,
Hmm.
and I found that Gravana Zero to Hero is much full because
Okay.
every zeros yeah, every playlist are there. It includes AWS,
Hmm.
DevOps 45 days, and Terraform and Docker. Everything is there, but
Hmm.
I'm missing that Grafana is missing because I started to learn Grafana yesterday, but I did not even find a single video.
Hmm.
I just found a video. Just the time length of the video is just 30 to 40 minutes.
Hmm.
but I don't know. But I think it's not good for me because when I watch all your playlist, it's nearly 3 hours, and there is a lots of planning from your side. So can you please just give me a playlist for Grafana or else because it's also good for monitoring for DevOps. So that I'm asking that.
Hmm. Yeah, I think you missed my recent announcement. We are doing observability 0 to 0, and in it we will cover Grafana, Jaeger, we will cover all the things of observability like logging, metrics, and tracing. Okay, so that series is going to come where you will have like almost 7 hours of content on observability, not just monitoring. It will be complete observability. In observability, you have three things: monitoring, logging, and tracing. Okay, monitoring is just one part. You should learn the complete observability. It will be almost like 7 hours content, and it will be probably in the first week of October or sometime. You will see it on the channel.
Yeah, fine. So
Perfect.
yeah, it's nice. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. Hello. Hi, Raghu.
Yeah, hello Abhishek. It's nice to meet you.
Same
Yeah,
here.
actually, I have 3 years of experience in performance testing as well as automation testing. So currently, past 3 months, I'm learning. I'm watching your videos and then learning everything. Like I almost completed your all the 0 to hero courses. So, is it how we can say, like, is it difficult to switch the career, or else like if I want to switch, I will switch as a fresher or experienced person?
You will switch as experience only. You should not be switching as fresher.
Okay, and also, what about the job market currently? It is in for the DevOps and all. Like,
I mean, see, I'm not actively applying for jobs, but I see that many people, many of our subscribers, they are sharing that they are able to get into the DevOps job roles. So I believe that the market is good because people are sharing that they got 300% hike, they are getting multiple job offers, and many of the channel members actually. See, subscribers, I might not have interaction with everyone, but we also have channel membership where we have a Slack community, and even there a lot of people are posting. I post those on Monday motivation stories also, right? So you
yeah,
might see some Slack posts. So they are
yes, yes.
actually coming from the community. So at least I have interaction with them, and what they are telling me that the market is very good.
Okay. And also one thing I has observed, like, in Ansible, I think you have mentioned 14 videos, right? But only 10 videos are released, I think. So actually,
Yeah,
from long time, I'm waiting for those remaining videos.
sure, sure. So actually, I got little busy with the office work, and there are some videos that I was planning for. There is one video on network automation. There is one video on the Ansible interview questions. There is one video on the Ansible tower, and we have one more video that is left. So yeah, sure. I will also plan to release that. But 10 videos are already out. Out of 14, you already have the 10 videos.
Yeah, already 10 videos I have watched. The remaining 4 videos I'm waiting actually.
Perfect, perfect. Sure, sure.
And also, like, so I have experience in performance testing. Is it helping my career for DevOps, or how it is, like, or else?
Uh, so see, as a DevOps engineer, uh, the only integration point from performance testing point of view is you might integrate your performance. Let's say you're using JMeter,
Yeah.
right? For the load testing, let's say you're using JMeter for the load testing. So the only point of interaction between performance testers and the DevOps engineers is they will integrate the load testing suite into the DevOps pipeline or the CI/CD pipeline.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will have that knowledge in the like performance testing point of view. What is the test suite? How the reports are stored, because you have to
Hmm.
share reports, right? How the results are showed. How do you create a dashboard, maybe if required. So that will add up to your DevOps. But I will not tell you that you will have a lot of edge. You will have some edge because some part of the CI/CD pipeline where how application is tested. How to generate that fake load. Those kind
Hmm.
of
Yeah.
things,
Okay. Yeah. Thank
right?
you, Abhishek. Yeah. I think
Thanks. All the
I'll switch and I will send an email.
perfect. All the best.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello, Shyam. Hi.
Yeah, hi, bro. Like, I see your videos a lot, like, they are very good. Like, I have a small doubt. Like,
Mm,
I used to work as a DevOps engineer back in 2020 to 2022. Like, after that, I just moved to Canada to pursue my master's.
mm,
And now now searching for DevOps engineer roles.
mm.
So, like, I heard you telling to one person that like if you are an experienced guy, you have to keep your projects like what you have worked in other company. Like not, I mean, what you will suggest, like do you want me to keep the projects of that experience, or currently working on your playlist, like the projects you have worked on?
See, basically there are two things. One, if you are a fresher, okay, if you are a fresher, then you should showcase the projects. For example, let's take one example: CI/CD pipeline, DevOpsified one, where I DevOpsified a Golang application, for example.
Mm,
Okay, for a fresher, it becomes a project because
yeah,
fresher, they are doing some proof of concepts, right? They are basically taking some materials on the internet. They are learning those things at their projects, the final year projects, or during their college or in the internship. But when you come to the experience position, you said you already have experience. Let's say you have experience in
yeah,
TCS. Okay,
yeah,
so in TCS, your project will be your clients that you're working for, maybe Bank of America, or maybe a bank in Netherlands, or a Canadian bank. So that will be
yeah,
your project. Within the project, you will have the day-to-day tasks or the day-to-day activities, which will be the CI/CD pipeline, which will be the Python project. Which, I mean, the reason why we mention it as projects on YouTube is the freshers and those people, right? They can easily relate to what we are doing. That's the only thing. Otherwise, they are day-to-day activities of DevOps engineers.
okay, yeah, that's it. Like, can we keep it as an additional projects? Like we have a 2 years gap, right, while doing masters. So, I mean, we can't showcase them like, okay, while doing masters, we didn't forget anything. Like, can we showcase in that case?
Okay. See, if you are showing your past experience as a DevOps engineer, okay, in the
Yeah,
past, if you are showing your experience as a DevOps engineer and you are doing the, like, you have done your masters, right? Then you can definitely show that while doing my masters, these are some projects that I've done. That is
yeah,
fine, because you have done the masters and you have 2 years that free time where you can say, I have done this as a freelancing project, or I have done this as my part-time project, just proof of concept, whatever you feel like.
okay, okay, yeah, that's it. And one more thing, like I used to work on Azure in TCS. Like
Mm-hmm.
now I'm in, like now when I am going to search any job roles in Canada right now, like most of them are basically they are for AWS or GCP. Like
Acha.
do you want me? I mean, do you suggest me to stick to Azure itself, or can
No,
I?
why will you do that? If there is no market, don't stick to it, right? So, uh, see, very simple. Do you want job, or do you you are okay to wait for a long time? You are not okay to wait for a long time, right? So, if you don't have market there, don't stick to it. Very simple. Stick to, like, if you know Azure, it's very easy to say that you have worked similar concepts on AWS. Not very difficult, right? Your project will be same, your client will be same. Just that there you might have created a VNet. Here you can say I've created VPC. Okay,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, always go with things that are good in the market.
Okay. Thank you.
Perfect.
That's it. Thank you, Abhishek.
Thanks, Shyam. Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Hey, hello, Shan.
Yeah, hi Abhishek. It's been an honor to talk with you. I'm sorry I can't turn on my camera right now. Actually, I'm traveling.
That's okay.
So my so my main question to you is like I've been working for 3 years in cloud support role. Okay, so
Mhm.
my mainly I use Google Cloud. So in Google Cloud, my client works as a DevOps in DevOps. So we as a vendor, we just manage like there's a cluster deployed. So we manage the pods, if check the logs of the pod if something is working fine or not. We do sometimes we do cluster upgrade. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but not really if client allows us to do. Apart from that, we use Datadog as a monitoring tool to handle alerts, create alerts for client service. But my main question is like I have made my CV like as a DevOps engineer for 3 years experience, and I have reviewed my CV as for from one of the DevOps engineer, okay, who is working in my company. So he has told me that it is fine. So here I have also edited the point which needs to be modified, but I am not getting that much of interview calls. Okay, and also
Mm-hmm.
I try to update Naukri profile every day. Naukri, LinkedIn. I have seen your videos like how much you have told that make these things, but I'm not like getting that much amount of calls. So can you just
That
help
much.
me?
That much means how many calls are you getting?
Not really. Like in a month, if I would say I only one.
Okay. How are your search appearances and all?
Search appearances, I would say, is now 704, and recruiter action is 20 or 21.
Okay, that is decent. Like, but one thing that you need to validate is if there are 21 recruiter actions, why is that you are only getting one call? So out of 21 recruiter actions, 20 are failure, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
maybe for
mostly they reject me for that 90 days notice period.
see that is the reason, right? So that's what, like, when I know more about your profile, I can explain. Like, you have 90 days notice period, which is a red flag, right? Honestly,
Yeah.
even if you have a company, you will not hire person with 90 days notice period, because you don't know in that 90 days he might get
Yeah.
multiple offers. Okay, and if he gets multiple offers, there is no guarantee that he will join your company,
Yeah.
right? So that's why what happens is, with 90 days notice period, recruiters are not that comfortable. So they might not give you a call back. They might like your complete profile. You followed all the steps that I mentioned in the YouTube. So your profile is getting good search appearances. That is a good sign. Your profile is also getting recruiter actions. But recruiter is not giving you a call back because of that 90 days notice period. So see if you can do something with that. Maybe initially just mention it as 60 days or mention it as 30 days, and try to take help from your manager. Ask your manager if if they're comfortable in reducing the notice. It's just a relation that you have with your manager. Otherwise you cannot do anything else.
Yeah, got it. And one last thing, Abhishek, like recently I gave a interview in TCS, okay, for a DevOps role. So they were like asking some of the scenario based questions. So I made my CV as in not in GCP but in AWS. Okay.
Hmm.
But my question is like they were asking like some scenario based question, like in EC2, like they were asking if I give inbound traffic at this inbound traffic rule as this, what will be its outbound traffic rule? Or how like there is a problem in my EC2 instance, how will you debug? Or suppose you are accessing working from home, you're accessing your client system. So what it will be public subnet or private subnet? So this type of question. So how like to prepare before any interview? This type of question, can you just suggest?
See, one thing is, with practice you will get these kind of things. Okay, so it's okay. Give that interview. You will fail. What is the worst case? You will fail in that interview. Tomorrow you will give another interview. You have learned something, right? So
Yeah.
you cannot technically prepare for these kind of questions. Like, they are not question and answers, right? If you are fundamentally strong in that concepts, you will be able to answer. That's it. But you will not have any material, or you will not have a study material where, okay, these are some scenario based questions. If you get this question, this is how you have to answer. If you have strong fundamentals, like if you are very clear about what is public subnet, private public subnet, okay, what are the VPC components, how the peering is done, how do you secure your VPC, from those concepts you will be able to answer. Otherwise there is no resource that, okay, go to this particular platform, learn scenario based questions, or go to this channel and learn scenario based questions. That is not possible,
Okay. Okay,
right?
Abhishek, got it. I'll just go through this and I'll just let you know once I get an offer. So thank you.
Perfect, Sian. Hi, Tagore. What's up? You're on mute.
Okay, sorry. Hi, sir. Uh, This is Tagore. I recently got an opportunity to work as a DevOps engineer from a
Wow.
reputed product-based company. So I've been following your channel since you have like 20K subscribers.
Oh, nice. Long time subscriber. Almost one and a
Yes,
half year.
yes.
Yeah.
I've been following your channel day in and day out. I followed everything. I followed AWS Zero to Hero and DevOps Zero to Hero in the initial stage.
Mm-hmm.
So I got it. Uh, so my company is a third-party vendor for one of the top PSP in our country,
PSP. What is it?
payment service provider. Like you used to use like UPI payments, right?
Okay, got it, got it. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So my role is depends on infosec, information security. Yeah, mostly includes like security hub, guard duty, inspector, Amazon Macy, and there are other third-party tools like Cortex and Wazoo.
Mm-hmm.
So how can I showcase my profile as a DevOps engineer who has a very good knowledge on setting up infra?
You are already working in a company, right? You are planning to switch again, is it?
No, actually, like after a few months.
Yeah. So, like in your current day to day, right? Okay. Just see one thing. Like in your day to day, what is the infrastructure that you are using? Okay. You said you are using some security related things. For those components, just you can showcase that you're using Terraform to create those components rather than creating those components manually. Or you can talk about the
No,
infrastructure.
actually, in Security Hub, like there are some findings. It is centralized, centralized service, which has all the findings. If there are any services complaints or not, we need to debug those. Like it's a server issue, we need to update
Yeah,
OS patches or versions.
you can explain how do you automate that compliance. Okay.
Okay.
For example, in the AWS playlist, I have a video where we have used AWS config to automate the compliance. So you can say, how do you create that compliance automatically? You have policy as code, you have compliance as code, right? Read about these concepts. What is policy as code? What is compliance as code? How do you create policy as code automatically? How do you create and deploy uh, infrastructure as code, compliance as code, policy as code, these kind of things. And then you can showcase that as your experience.
Okay. And also, we implemented AWS site-to-site connectivity between three organizations.
Hmm.
Mostly, we know we can create a connection, establish a connection between two networks, like for two VPCs. But in that at that time, we realized that there is an approach called Cloud Hub approach.
Mm-hmm.
So I also implemented to that PSP, and also did some manual deployments in Kubernetes also.
Awesome. You can also do that using IAM, right? Using IAM also you can connect different AWS accounts. That is also possible.
Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Hey Shiv. Hi. You're on mute, Shiv.
Yeah, hi Abhishek.
Hi.
I'm audible here. Yeah, I was working for Accenture for 3 years and 2 months. I worked there, and for means because of my father's health condition, I left the organization 2019 January.
Hmm.
So for the past one year and 8 months, I'm not working, and I was an automation tester with Python. And
Okay.
these days, yeah, so Python automation testing roles are less compared to Java. So most of the times, I'm getting calls of Java. So these days, I was giving those interviews and means means I have interest in DevOps from before, but there were no good courses available. And my friend who just got a job in Accenture as a DevOps engineer, so he
Hmm.
suggested me to see your videos.
Okay.
So I want to switch, but I have a 1.8 year gap and Accenture 3.2 years total experience
Hmm.
as an automation tester Python.
Got it. So
So
now your
means
question is what is your question? How do you prepare? or like, can you,
See,
if
means
you if you
I have 4 months. Two years gap. The MNC is not going to take. Means they have 2 years gap they can take, and I guess in 4 months means I will get less calls compared what I'm getting right now as a Python automation tester.
hmm,
So I want to switch to DevOps. So I know means my part, automation testing Python part, and apart from that, I want to switch to DevOps. So both hand in hand, and most of the things are common.
hmm.
Automation testing, yeah. So that is the I'm not going to learn Java because that is totally a different thing.
See, end of the day, the path is exactly the same. Okay, whether you want to move from automation testing, whether you have career gap, whether you want to move from development, the path is exactly the same. You have to follow. I'm not saying you have to follow the playlist on the channel, but you have to follow that roadmap, right? Where you start with the basics of DevOps, then you learn a cloud platform, then you learn infrastructure as code, then you learn scripting through Python or Go, whatever you are comfortable with. Okay, so once you learn all of these things, if you are not able to get the jobs, let's say because of your career gap, you're not going to get the opportunities. Very simple. What you can do is go with a freelancing website. Okay, do one or two projects, then showcase that as your experience. Once you have got that experience, then you will not have career gap, right? If you are
Yeah.
working for a particular client for 3 months, 6 months, then you are actively working for your client. Now there is no career gap. Once you do some projects, then get back to your jobs. Once you are back in the market, you will start getting the calls.
Okay, that was my question. And because of this career gap, is there any issues they will see that you have worked for 3 years and 2 months Accenture, and after that 2 years you were not working, we are not going to take interview?
See, whether you accept it or not accept it, okay, people will have, people will have that notion that, when you have a career gap, they'll be slightly hesitant that, okay, why should I go with Shiv? Why don't I go with Abhishek? Because, why should I take that element of risk?
Okay.
So you will get less opportunities. I'm being very honest. You will get less opportunities. So you have to be very patient. Try for the freelancing opportunities. As you get the freelancing opportunities, you can reduce the career gap. You can say you are actively working. But I'm not saying you will get zero calls. There are still people who will reach out to you. There are startups who are ready to accept the career gap if you have the skills. So time for you to show the skills. Be active on LinkedIn. Start sharing what you're doing. If you're doing any freelancing project, talk about the project that you're doing in the LinkedIn. Make sure recruiters' attention is grasped. Then it will take time. Shift. Okay, you have to be patient in this complete course of time.
So that was my question. Yeah. Thanks a lot,
Yeah.
Abhishek.
I hope I did not scare you, but I'm just trying
No, no,
to
it's yeah.
keep it simple, honest. Right? Perfect. Thanks. Hi, Srinath.
Hello, hi Abhishek. How are you?
I'm
I'm
good.
just nervous to talk because this is the first time I'm meeting. I mean, the call. Yeah.
That's
So my questions are like currently I'm working as a software engineer.
hmm.
So I've been working since 2 years. So in Java and microservices field. So just wanted to, I mean, as a career upgrade, I just wanted to switch to DevOps field. Just wanted, I already completed your DevOps playlist. I mean, DevOps Zero to Hero playlist.
You are currently
So I
working.
just want. Yeah, I'm currently working this. So just
Okay.
wanted
Okay.
to know how, I mean, so how should make a resume. Should I make a resume for as a 2 years experienced DevOps engineer, or how I should proceed? I'm just confused.
Okay. Like we discussed multiple times in the stream itself, but okay. Still, I will explain it one more time.
Yeah.
So once you complete the projects, okay, showcase them as your day-to-day tasks in your resume. Once you complete DevOps, AWS, Terraform, Python, you will at least have, let's say, 35 projects or 30 projects. Okay, so you can pick up these projects and show them as your day-to-day tasks. When I'm saying projects, right, they are projects for the freshers, not for you. They are not projects for you because you are an
Okay.
experienced candidate. you will have a client, and for that client you will do those things as your task. Like CI/CD will be your task. For fresher, it's a project, right? Kubernetes
Yes.
cluster creation for you is a task. For fresher, it's a project. Okay. So once you complete all of these things, you will have so many points to write. So you can write those points in your resume, and that's how you can start marketing your resume through Naukri or LinkedIn.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey Sajid, hi.
Yeah, good evening, Abhishek. Right.
Yeah.
As you discussed, like the recent one, that you we can show that the projects as a day-to-day task. Because
Hmm.
let me introduce first that I am working as an application support engineer, right,
Hmm.
at one of the company in Noida, right. And now I want to switch it. I am going through your playlist. Recently, you uploaded the date roadmap, right? I'm just trying to follow it, and even following the code lab, the 1 week free program, right? So the main question was, even I was trying to get your subscription and all, to connect with you on YouTube. Okay, I'm following you since 3.5 months before, right?
Nice.
When I was just planning to transit from support to DevOps, right? The main question is, as you said multiple times, you said that you will see a lot of project and you can add as a day-to-day task, right? But
Hmm.
when we talk about the experience, so what we are going to describe, like we are working, I was working as a support or I was working as a DevOps. Day-to-day
Okay.
task, I got it, I will mention in my resume and all,
No, if
right?
you're mentioning as day-to-day tasks, that
Right.
itself means that you are working on those tasks day to day. Okay. So if you are working on CI/CD day to day, as a support engineer, why will you work on CI/CD?
Yeah,
Right?
definitely.
Quite honestly, you will only work if you are a DevOps engineer.
Okay, so but at last, if I got a joining and all, then they can verify it. I was explaining or I was showing that I was working as a DevOps in my previous company, right? Or keeping the 3 years of experience. And at the time of verification, it will impact anything.
See, like if you're good in the interview, I don't think people will be that keen, because in different companies the designations will be different. Okay, in one
No, I
company,
didn't switch the company in the past 4 years. I'm working for the same one.
that's
That
okay.
is
That's okay.
that is,
That's okay.
and
Like,
so
see,
I
let's
can just keep myself. Yeah, you just complete.
yeah, let's say you are joining Microsoft, for example. Okay, or let's say for easy sense, let's say you're joining TCS. Okay, TCS will not have the designation as DevOps engineer. TCS will have designation as system analyst. Okay, they will have designations as companies don't have very less companies have designations as DevOps engineer. They have designations like consultant. They have designations like system administrator. Sorry, system analyst, senior consultant, or these kind of things.
Right.
Okay, so uh, personally, like I don't think it will, because I have switched to a company when I was working in TCS. I switched to a product-based company where I switched as a Python developer. Quite obviously, when I switched as a Python developer, I told them in TCS I was working as a Python developer.
Right.
Okay. Or let's say I switched to a DevOps engineer. I told them in TCS I was working as a DevOps engineer. So that's what happens.
Means,
And
yeah.
no, no, go ahead.
So means I have to showcase as or give my marketing as a DevOps one. Means I was working as a DevOps engineer or as a consultant, where I have this kind of a role and responsibility of this. I don't need to mention this. I was working as a application and now I am going to transit. Right.
Okay, like see, you can do one thing. You can first try as an application support engineer.
Hmm.
Okay, and tell people that I'm an application support engineer. I'm trying to switch to DevOps. Will you give opportunity?
No,
Okay.
they will not do,
They'll not give you,
because
right?
I tried in the past
These
1 week.
are the only option that is left,
Right, only
right?
option. Means I have to just keep in my mind, like I don't need to more focus about the job title and something. I just need to
Yeah,
focus
see,
on
that's
our skill.
you basically don't think too much about that. Okay, your particular, what is your aim? You want to switch to a DevOps engineer. You are learning every day. Okay, you are learning. You are doing some practicals. You are doing all of these things. Now your goal has to be very simple. Don't get diverted. Okay, you haven't reached to that point which you are thinking at this point. Okay, you have to think about these things once you have your offer, once you have the package discussion in place, once your background verification is, then think about all of these things. No, right now focus on your preparation, focus on your job. I mean, getting a job, clearing the interviews. See, all these things, what it will do is they will interrupt your preparation.
Yes,
So
definitely.
you will start questioning even before you give the interviews. So
Yes,
somewhere when you have this question, right, you will start meeting people with the same questions in the comments, or some people who will tell you that okay, this is not possible, don't switch. So you will start going into that zone where,
right.
oh, okay, this is not possible, let me quit
I
it.
start doubting on myself or inner self, like, oh, okay, will I be able to do it or will I not? Or that start reducing the productivity.
Yes.
I face in last 10 to 15 days that start reducing my productivity,
Hmm.
right? And
So,
one last thing, right? Yeah,
hmm.
go ahead.
So that's what I'm saying. See, whoever is preparing, right,
Hmm.
we have 350k plus subscribers on the sorry 340k plus subscribers on the channel. Everybody wants to learn DevOps. Okay,
Right.
so I will tell everyone the same thing. At the phase that you are in, worry only about that thing that you have to worry about. Okay, if you are beginner, like if you are starting, worry about the roadmap. Don't worry about job. You are very far away from that.
Hmm.
Okay, when you are giving interviews, worry about interviews, like how should I get the interview, how should I improve my resume, how should I improve my Naukri. If you keep looking at multiple things, no, you will not even forward to the next step.
Okay. And the last thing is that before this 4 years or
Hmm.
3.9 years exactly, right? I
Hmm.
have a 2 years of a gap, 2 or 2.5 years. So that will impact, or that is not going to impact so much. Means after my BTech, there is a 2.5 years of a gap, and then I start my job as an
No,
application
no, if you
system.
see, if you have gap recently, that will impact. Previously, I don't think it will impact that much. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you so much, Abhishek. Thank you,
Perfect.
thank you.
Thank you, Khalil. Sorry. Yeah. Khalil, you're on mute. Khalil, you're on mute. You're on mute. Let me unmute you. Yeah.
Mute.
Abhi, your voice is good. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Now coming the voice.
Ha
Yeah.
ha ha.
Actually, I have been working since 8 or 9 years here as a system administrator for the IT support and the infra admin for Intune services like Office 365 admin. So I'm planning for a move into the DevOps. So it is the right way to go for that.
Yeah, it's right. No problem.
Okay. So is there any challenges for the for cracking the interview? Like why you are moving to the O365 to DevOps, or which is better for that? AWS DevOps and some other.
You are already in the Office 365 space, right? So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
might be little aware about Azure, Microsoft ecosystem.
Yes,
So yeah,
yes.
go for Azure.
Azure only.
Because you are
But
already in that. Hmm.
yeah, Abhishek, actually, na, I don't like to do the coding like na. So actually, I'm a little bit confused. Sorry to I'm telling that things. Today only I got to your channel's name from my some friends. They are suggesting me to following you and learn from your end only, right?
You don't have to be sorry.
So
Yeah. Good.
something worried about that for the coding. Is there any coding for the DevOps CI/CD process
Yeah,
or
yeah.
only for GUI based?
No. It's not UI based. Okay. You will
Okay.
have scripting. You will have Groovy pipelines, YAML in CI/CD pipelines. You will have Python related tasks. Okay. It is not extensive coding. It is scripting. Like you will not have to code in like advanced data structures, or you don't need to use linked lists, or you don't need to use any advanced frameworks. But still, you have to do some coding. Typically, you have to do some scripting.
Okay, so it's partially like scripting or coding, like not purely like it as a developer
No,
coding,
no.
like it's not like that.
Not as a developer. Not as a developer. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So this is my question, like means this is all my doubt that.
Perfect. Thanks, Khalil.
So how much time I can like spend the time for the for be a good for the DevOps minimum like because
Lately,
I'm working in night shift only. Yeah,
it will take 3 to 4 months easily.
3 to 4 months. Daily 2 hours minimum.
You see, it depends on you, right? Very hard for me to say. But
Yeah.
yeah, it might, like, you might need to spend 2 to 3 hours. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Abhishek. Thank you for
Thanks.
joining. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hello. You're
Hello,
on mute.
am I
Yeah.
audible?
Yep.
Hello, Abhishek. Nice to meet you. So basically, I just wanted to thank you that recently I got a job in DevOps
Hmm.
as I posted in LinkedIn also. So you also commented that part.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I remember. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Das.
Basically, I am following you from last 1 year. So basically, I have uh, seen all your videos and
Okay,
do all the hands on all the
do,
parts.
let's
Yeah,
do
tell
one
me.
thing. Let's do one thing. There are already 220 some for people watching. So why don't you share your journey? Like, where did you start? How much experience you have? So that, I've been talking a lot. Now let people
Sure,
hear
sure.
from you. Let people hear from you. How did you get a job in DevOps? Go ahead.
So basically, first of all, like I have graduated in 2021
Okay.
from BTech in computer science and engineering. So after that, I joined my first company. So
Hmm.
as an intern. So after
Hmm.
that, I worked as a cloud support engineer in Azure majorly.
Hmm.
So after that, I thought that support engineer job is not like me. It's not like that. So I switched my internal team. So I got into Azure, totally in Azure in the migration projects, Azure migration that I have done.
Hmm.
So after that, I found I get a little bit interest in DevOps, and some of my friends switched to DevOps. So I learned all the things from DevOps, that what are the things, what the technology I should learn. So then I found your channel, and then I have basically uh, did all the videos, read all the videos, see all the videos, all the playlist, all the things I have done, and I have suggesting my friends that, hey, like, see this channel, this guy is gem. So
Hmm.
I have seen the Azure videos, AWS videos, Kubernetes, all the things, 45 days video, all every video I have seen. I have did the hands-on. I have like scam my head that why did I again did not get this, why this Abhishek is did that, I didn't do that, why this. Then I have tried and failed. So like first 6 months I haven't got any calls. So they
Hmm.
rejected me, and my first 10 interviews is like a nightmare for me
Hmm.
because like I have said many things wrong, and they said that no, that's not is a cup of tea of yours. So like they just rejected me.
A lot of
And
people ask this question, right? So many people ask this question that, see, your past experience is application support engineer, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
tell them you are a DevOps engineer, or did you tell them you are an application support engineer?
Sorry, can you come again?
Like in the interviews, did you tell
Hmm.
your past experience as DevOps engineer, or did you tell your past experience as application support engineer? Because many people are asking that question, right?
Okay, so basically, this is a tricky one. So you have to convince your interviewer is your own story. So as you said that I have worked in a support engineer, then I have moved to that DevOps
Hmm.
part. I have did this. So you have to be tricky, right? So if you
Yeah.
say everything is honestly and no, I have did this, I haven't much experience, all the things. So interview just taking you yes, and then you get a rejection mail, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be
Hmm.
very tricky, and you have to be tell that if you have did not know anything, so don't say that like I don't know anything, I haven't done anything. Just tell
Hmm.
them that yeah, I don't know that, I don't remember that, but if I get a chance, I will definitely do it all. So it gives them
Perfect.
that confidence that okay, these guys will do that. Or if you have anything, any idea, then
Hmm.
make your own story, just catch them. And I think as for my experience, I have given lots of at least like 25 to 30 interviews. So I got four offers. So
Oh, nice.
basically, you have to like create your own story in the first 15 minutes of the interview. You have to give
Hmm.
your brief introduction, and in this introduction, I think he got the catch, right? What are the, you
Hmm.
are explaining to the interviewer, from that
Hmm.
they will question to you what are the things you have done, all the
Hmm.
things. So all the things I have prepared in advance, like tell me about yourself, what are the projects, what are the things you have done.
Initially, initially you struggled, right? Initially you
Yeah,
must
yeah,
have
yeah.
struggled.
I have
First
already
four.
like, yeah, make in mind that what are the things I will tell, I will tell. If there is a tricky question, then you have to think that, I mean, in the interview, they don't get smart many times, so you have to be tricky and you have to be very prompt to answer the questions. Or if you did
Hmm.
any kind of blunder, so make it to make up that things, and like that you get rejection. So my first 10 12 interviews, like interview just like insulted me like that. Oh, though you don't know anything, like with that anything. And some of the interviews told me that in the live interview that, hey man, write this question, prepare them very carefully, and in the next interview just prepare the question and answer them. So like that I am very upset sometimes. I watch your videos, I never commented in your videos. Sometimes
Hmm.
I commented, but I have watched your videos sometimes, like you did a practical, so in the night I tried, but I haven't get any result, right? So I'm frustrated little bit, like why Abhishek did that, everyone get job. If I open LinkedIn, everyone get job, everyone
Yeah.
congratulate me. Why I'm not
You thought
like
you
able
thought
to get the job?
they posted fake story. No, just kidding. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then I have like tried. So is there a many sleepless nights? Then it's not a, very big achievement, but it's, for me it's a very big achievement.
No, no, it's a
So
good
like,
achievement. Hmm.
like any every sleepless night, I thought that why I'm not getting job. So you have to be like, as per him said, you have to be very consistent and you have
Hmm.
to do all the hands-on. So just if you muggle up this theory part, it is not helpful for you. So you have
Hmm.
to do hardcore hands-on part, and you have
Yes.
to understand that what are the things are doing. And you know that for that, in DevOps part, CI/CD, Docker, Kubernetes, that is the mandatory thing. So when you enter in the interview, they will ask you, do you know Docker, Kubernetes, or Terraform, or which cloud you know? They will ask
Hmm.
you, and they will shoot the questions. And questions are not direct. They will tell you that this is the scenario, how will fix it, how will do that, how will do. So there is a real time scenario. They will ask you. If you get the answer, then you will. They will definitely choose you. So this is little bit about journey for me, and I have
You got,
recently joined
you got four offers.
PwC. Yeah, I have 4 offers.
Perfect. Yeah.
So that's the journey for me. So recently I have joined. I have choose the Big Four organization PwC, as I
Hmm.
have joined as an associate DevOps engineer. So that's nice. So I'm learning. Now I am, this is DevOps is a very big part, as you said that. So I am no, I don't know anything. I don't know everything, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
basically, I'm still learning and I'm waiting for your observability series, where you basically, as you said,
Hmm.
that your OPIL telemetry project, all the things that you have discussed,
Hmm.
also
Hmm.
the monitoring things, also your Azure, AWS. I have seen your Kubernetes videos, troubleshooting videos. So there is a videos called like a database video, how we'll basically
Yes.
secure
Network
our
policies.
database.
Network
So
policies.
this is helpful for me because they said me that what you have done in Kubernetes. So I have explained them that I have did this like image pullback, crash loop back error, then the
Hmm.
database part. So like they are very like happy. Okay, you have did this. Okay, you know that PV concepts. So you have to just marketing yourself. So just be tricky, and like tell them that you know that. If you don't know anything, just don't say that I know everything, then like get it blunder. If you don't know anything, just say that I don't know that. If I get a chance, or if I remember that, I will definitely reach out to it or ask them to that
Hmm.
what is the things. So by that way, I
Perfect.
think you can get clear the interview and get the job.
Thanks for sharing your experience. That's, yeah. And congratulations, you got like very good company, PwC Big Four, which is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you your guidance and support. And I'm still watching your videos and waiting for your observability series.
Great. Thank you so much. You have any
Yes.
question or you just joined?
Now I have joined like it's 19. I have joined in 16th.
No, 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 no. I'm saying like, do you want to ask any question or you just wanted to share your story?
Just wanted to thank you and like just thank you because from the past 1 years I have just like trying hard, and then finally got the offer. And then just
Okay.
wanted to thank you because in your all videos you have answered all my questions in all the videos, and you have already sees the Naukri profile and all the things you have said. So I have just silently follow that part. Initially I have rejected, but after that I have practiced it and it's get work.
Thank you so much, Das. Yeah,
Thank you.
see
Thank you.
you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, Abhishek. Am I audible?
Hi, hello Vivek.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. First of all, thank you. Few minutes ago, my friend Shiv was there in the podcast stream, so I thought I would join. So, overall, 3 years of experience around. So, I was working in TCS as a support application support engineer. Then after I got two offer, so I joined Accenture recently. So I have been watching you since from you have 40K
You
subscriber.
you also have the same journey. Application
Yeah,
support in.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Last person also had the Das also had the same. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, so I was in TCS, so there was no much pressure in projects. So whenever I get time, so I prepared for and watch your all the videos from Terraform to Kubernetes to Ansible, all these things, and uh, done hands-on projects 5 or 6 and put in Hasnode and LinkedIn. So like Diversified and you and CloudChamp has collaborated about Terraform. One project was there and
Nice.
so, all these things 4 or 5 or 6 I have done. So that gave me confidence, and after that I gave the interview, so able to. And right now I'm just enrolled in one project, so that involved Terraform, CI/CD actually using Jenkins, Terraform, and AWS.
Hmm.
So my question is, should I focus 6 months master in this technology? After that, I have to jump in another technology, or first what I have to? What will be the future roadmap for me? If you suggest on that.
Like, what is your future goal? What do you want? I
If
mean,
it
where
means which tools or which tools I need to focus on. Like right now in my project, Terraform and for CI/CD Jenkins is using, and for deployment services like
okay.
Lambda, SQS, NS, all those things are using for deployment in.
Do one thing. See, first of all,
Mm,
see, you are coming from an application support background, right? All that you
yes.
have done is you have some theory experience, you got some practical experience from your learning, YouTube channels, multiple sources, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
first, at least for 3 to 4 months, first focus on your current work, where
Okay.
see what they are using. Like, let's say they are using Jenkins, you said. From
Hmm.
enterprise point of view, how is Jenkins used?
Okay.
Okay, learn how is Jenkins used at scale, where
Hmm.
there are 1,000 people accessing Jenkins. So how the identity and access management is done. Okay, how they are managing this Jenkins logs, how this multi-branch Jenkins pipelines are created in real time,
Okay.
how Jenkins shared libraries are created, because you might have multiple teams in your organization. Every
Yes.
time
Correct.
each team will not write the same code again and again, right? So there should be some concept of shared libraries. So how are these shared libraries implemented in real time? First 4 to 5 months, if you want to really spend and learn through your organization only. There will be so many
Okay.
things to learn because your experience is quite raw. You know things which are not organized. You know things that you have learned by yourself. But when you go to company, there will be a lot of things that are done in a systematic order. So learn those things first. At least in Jenkins only you will take 10 to 15 days because there will be so many things that you are not aware of.
Yeah, and last month they from the first week I got the project. So from 1 month I made one CI pipeline from the scratch by looking the older Git. So that helped me all these things. Yeah.
Yeah. So do those kind of things. First 4 to 5 months, don't focus on preparing something else. Focus on preparing the tools that are used in your organization and how they are using. This will also help you going ahead. When you move to a next company, right? They'll ask you more detailed about, okay, in your company, how did you do it? So this
Okay.
experience will help you.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank
Thank
you for
you.
all videos. Yeah.
Thank you, Vivek. Bye. Okay, we will take last few people and we will conclude this live stream. So hi Anil, and we also have
Hello,
some.
Abhishek.
Yeah, hello, hi Anil.
It's really, it's an honor to talk with you. I really thank you so much. Even I'm not a DevOps engineer, but
Hmm.
by profession, I am a test automation architect. I'm in the
Acha.
QA field, but I really watch your videos because I mean, I am also into creating some CI pipelines that are executed for our test automation with some
Huh.
stages. Yeah, but I really like the way you are explaining the things on the for the community and creating all these stuffs. I mean, all for free. So from the bottom of my heart, I really want to thank you. And
Thank
after watching your videos, and your one of the latest video where one QA QA that moved to New Zealand, and you share the podcast
you.
with her.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
that was really amazing. And even one question was, I mean, after watching your videos, one question is always is sticking into my mind, even because I like this thing. Like, I want to work into DevOps also. I want to work in ML ops also. I
Hmm.
mean, I want to work in DevSecOps also.
Hmm.
But I really don't. I mean, I don't have that much of knowledge. But the confusion is coming into my mind. Is that's why I'm asking the question. Then is it really it should I switch to this DevOps profile, or by having into 13 years of I because I have 13 years of experience into test automation and this thing. So
Hmm.
is it feasible for a person having into this to completely switch to DevOps? Or if it is yes, then how difficult would be, or how should I prepare for that? I mean, how would I show the experience? Even I know that needs to be learned with very hard work. That I can do. I am good in coding as well, no doubt. But yeah, there are
See,
things.
okay, Anil, I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah,
Did you see last two people talking? They have like before you joined, two other people were talking, right? So
right,
they
right,
they have transitioned from application support role to DevOps
right.
engineering. Okay, and that too with very less experience. Now you have very good experience. You have knowledge on automation. You have knowledge on programming. Why can't you
Yeah,
switch? Definitely switch. There is no question about it. Okay, it's only that you have to believe that okay, I will transition to DevOps. You have to believe that okay, this will be my story where as working as a test automation engineer itself, I started gaining interest in DevOps, where I started implementing DevOps for my test automation pipelines. Okay, from there I started doing things little more, like I started creating Kubernetes. You have to explain your story this way.
okay.
Okay, is it possible? Yes, it is possible, no question about it.
So I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm in my mind, I'm getting this confidence as well that I can, because current project, my last project was on Azure DevOps, and the target was on Kubernetes clusters. So I mean,
Hmm.
somewhere I can relate that. I mean, I am also learning your zero to hero, first DevOps, this thing. So I am sure that I will learn, and I have the confidence that I can tell. But
Hmm. Hmm.
do I need to mention that while switching to DevOps profile? I mean, how much experience should I show as a DevOps engineer? Because I have the all the experience into testing manual plus automation both. I
See,
mean, yeah,
that is your confidence. Okay,
yeah,
that is totally your confidence. Like say 10 years. Can you justify? If you can justify, okay, say 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, 4 years. Okay, whatever
okay,
you are able to justify, it does not impact your package. It totally does not impact your package, because package is given for the experience. Package is not given for, like, if you're doing your interviews good and if you're able to convince the interviewers, they'll give you good package. So that's not a problem. Problem is if you say 4 years experience, okay, you have to justify 4 years experience. You should gain that
Yeah.
much knowledge. If you say 3 years experience, you should gain that much knowledge. So maybe to be on the safer side, start saying probably something like I have 3 years experience. See how the interviews
Okay.
goes.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay. Got it. Got it. Thank you so much for answering me this thing. I mean, I just see that you are having live, and I just got the opportunity to talk with you. I mean, I was also in a dilemma. Like I was searching for some of my friends into DevOps that should to ask just this question, but I was very lucky enough to see this live podcast, and just you entered me to allow in this video. I thank you so much, Abhishek, and that you are really doing the greatest job I would say in the world, helping the community for even free. I really hats off to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Take
Yeah.
care. All the best.
Thank
Bye.
you. See you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Yeah. Hi.
Satvik, yeah, hi Abhishek. Thank you for patiently answering all our questions. I'll be really quick. So,
Yeah.
I wanted to take AWS Associate exam in December. Since I have some voucher, it's going to expire.
Solution Architect Associate, is it?
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
So right now I'm currently at day 10 of DevOps, uh, zero to hero course. So once
Hmm.
the DevOps is done and the AWS is done, AWS course is done, should it be enough for the certificate? Or I
Uh,
saw your video that you told me to go to Dojo tutorial and yeah,
yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
So you need those practice papers. See, one thing to clear certifications, what you need to do is these courses are job ready courses, right? Whatever the course that I have done, they are not certification point of view.
Yes.
But if you go to the AWS SACO3, right, which is your certification, okay, uh, see what is the percentage of weightage for each thing. Like for networking, 10 to 20 percentage. For storage, they have like 10 to 15 percentage. For compute, they have like 20 to 25 percentage. Let's say, okay. In that, we have covered compute to good extent. We have covered networking to good extent. We have covered let's say the what is the other thing, like storage to some extent. So in storage, there are few things that I've missed. So that you have to prepare for certification,
Got it.
because these courses are prepared for the job point of view.
Yes.
Certification is a different thing. So complete this particular thing, see
Uh-huh.
what are the missing pieces, okay, from the weightage point of view, and learn those things from the documentation or other sources. Probably if I did not cover, let's say, S3, maybe go to another place where S3 is covered properly and complete that particular thing. You will be certification ready. Take that dojo test papers, because at least when I gave the certification also, I did that. They are good enough. Now people tell that they are even better. So take those practice papers and go ahead.
Okay, okay, thank you. And also, I'm doing that code cloud. It's also very good. Yeah, the one you told us. Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Abhishek.
So that's all we have for today's live stream. Thanks everyone for joining. And we will do this once a week. We don't have a specific time. Somebody was asking, would you do it every day? No, we don't do it every day. We do it once in a week. I announce it on the Telegram channel. So if you are not on the Telegram channel, try to join the Telegram channel where I post, so that you can get the notification when I'm going live, or else subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the that notification button, so that whenever I'm going live, you get that notification. So yeah, see you next time. We will do a similar live stream. Bye bye. Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining.